Why Formula One cars will be slower in 2022 season but way better. Formula One has introduced a brand new racing car for the season of 2022. The car will be fully equipped to complement the new regulations. This fabulous new model will help to promote competitive racing and have a stunning look. But the downside is, these cars will be much slower than the current ones. So why will these cars be slower but better? Keep watching the video to find out. Make sure to stay tuned till the end of the video, and let's find out what professionals like Red Bull's technical director and Mercedes' Lewis Hamilton have to say about these changes. FIA has revised the rules to overcome one of the most severe problems drivers face while overtaking each other. The turbulence generated by the leading car makes it challenging for others to follow closely. Apart from that, F1 intends to make things more competitive by reducing performance gaps while ensuring the safety of the drivers. Let's have a look at the features that'll change the game in upcoming season. Upgraded wheels. Most important factor contributing to the slower speed will be the new 18-inch wheels that'll replace the current 13-inch wheels that were being used for the past 30 years. F1 is also reintroducing wheel covers and adding small winglets over the wheels to control airflow. The 2022 regulations aim to direct the weight tightly along the sides of the car rather than forcing it outward as the current front-end design does. Underfloor tunnels. The new car will feature underfloor tunnels as opposed to the flat floor in current cars. These tunnels will produce downforce through a ground effect. This change will lead to sleek bodywork, less dirty air, and less disturbance by the leading cars. Reduced turbulence. The new regulations of 2022 have one fundamental principle: to promote closer and competitive racing. This is quite a challenging part because the turbulence from the leading cars makes it really difficult to overtake. The following cars may lose up to 47% of their downforce due to the dirty air from the leading cars. So, F1 is introducing new thermodynamic regulations to minimize this catastrophic effect. With these new rules, the downforce losses are expected to reduce up to 18%. This will be achieved by eliminating the inner wingtips and replacing them with a simpler front wing with wing flaps stretching all the way to the nose. Another improvement is the round-edged design of the rear wing. As opposed to the boxer wings of 2021 cars, this new design will direct the aerodynamic weight coming off the back of a car upward and over any following cars, making it a bit easier for the drivers to follow and overtake the leading cars. Increased weight. Due to 18-inch wheels and some other safety improvements, an increase of about 23 kilograms was initially expected, but FIA has recently approved another 15-kilogram increase in weight. This is related to increased safety improvements on the chassis. Cars will now weigh about 790 kg without fuel, and with 100 kg of fuel on board, total weight will be around 900 kg at the start of a Grand Prix in 2022. Although drivers are pretty concerned about this increased weight, but this will ensure better safety measures, including the Halo driver safety device. With all these upgradations in the design, like larger wheels, redesigned tires, and improved safety measurements, the 2022 cars will be about 5% heavier than the current models. Sustainable fuels. Current Formula One cars use fuel that contains 5.75% biocomponents, and as F1 is working hard to introduce a completely sustainable fuel in the future, the cars will use E10 fuel in 2022, which will have an increased biocomponent ratio of up to 10%. As the ethanol is a second-generation biofuel made in a sustainable way, meaning it will have a near-zero carbon footprint, an interim step, in the words of Formula One Chief Technical Officer Pat Simmons, which would also help the sport align with current road car fuel regulations. As soon as the new design is revealed, a constant debate over the advantages and disadvantages of this new racing car started, and everyone has his own point of view about these changes. According to the Red Bull's technical director Adrian Newey, these changes will be the biggest seen in the sport in the last 40 years. So it really is an enormous change in every sense of the word. The only thing that really stays the same is the power unit. Everything else is different. 7-time champion Lewis Hamilton is optimistic about this new car and thinks that it'll be a great improvement and will make the racing even more interesting for the fans. 2022 will be a serious challenge, getting used to a new era of car, and if it enables us to follow and race like it's planned to, it'll be amazing for the fans and for the sport. Although the new design revealed by F1 is just a template, and teams can come up with their own solutions while following the rules. But the new design looks promising and will hopefully create closer racing next season. But I guess fans would have to wait for the season to evaluate this new version. Till then, share your expectations with this new design. Do you think it'll help to improve racing, and will the 2022 season be better with these new cars? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like this video, so you don't miss out on any Formula One updates or news.